home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Alabama's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Looking for blockers. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today, but let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a dream opening drive for this defense, man. You want to create some negative plays, create some energy. They do just that. They create the turnover. They set their offense up. Got even a little bit of a return with it, but that's a dream start for this defense.
starting field position for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Now on the move. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. The RPO, it's complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they were handed a golden opportunity. Drive covers 25 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Pulls it in, it's Brown. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They want to run it left here. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man, he's got 45 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
The give to the single back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He's going to run it. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's got it again. Knocked off his feet.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Finding some room. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Tigers! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Keelan Russell. It's complete to the right. Wide open spaces. At the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That's caught. It's Young. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Edwards. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Tigers are facing third and inches. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go right back to the run, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. On the move, he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Handoff to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Here comes the offense on second down. Russell dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick catch on third down. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. Fourth down is coming.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on third, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there, and now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on fourth. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First carry of the season for this transfer.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the offense of picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Timeout is called. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Play clock was down to 4. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the left. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He's up to 55 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Throwing Russell. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Hawaii taking on the number 18 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Rainbow Warriors looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
that Alabama offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Russell. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. Plows through the defense. There's some room. Past the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the back. Russell zings it complete to the right.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Tight end now in motion. They're going to ride this running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turning it on! Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Finding an escape route.
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. An 84-yard drive there, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Under fire. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking for room. It's Edwards. Got a little grass. The 50. The 40. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown LSU.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Gets the back moving. Fast motion in the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense set on first down. Throwing Russell. He's going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on B.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Levin. Caught behind the line, it's Young. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Edwards. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. They'll run it. It's Hill. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This offense is really done.
First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown tie!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he puts through the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
LSU offense will take over first and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Throwing right. Good timing on the quick out. Past the 30. Caught, and he's got room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Tide ready to roll on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. They go play action with Russell. Trying to beat the D deep. Gets it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Snags it down the right side. Finds some room. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. LSU quick to the line. Trying to run, it's Edwards. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, LSU! The Tigers are back on top.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field and they're in the red zone. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They want that clock to run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. He'll take it himself. Maybe some room here. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.